Hi, I'm going to show you how to make a cute little notebook from a cereal box. So here's what you need. You need some glue, some paper, scissors, a button, some embroidery floss, a needle, some pretty scrapbook paper, and a cereal box. So the first thing you need to do is cut out your cereal box so you have a piece about that size. And then you fold it in half with the brown side out. And this is the outside of your notebook. And you can trim it if it didn't fold very nice like mine did here. You can trim it so that both sides look the same. So when you're happy with that, it was like so. There's your outside cover of your notebook. And then you're going to need some paper. So this is just some plain white paper. And you're going to fold it in half, and that's going to go inside your notebook. So, and you'll probably need to cut that down to size as well, because it looks like mine here is a little bit too long, but you can always do that at the end as well. So then the next thing you need is a button and your needle with some embroidery floss on it. So thread your needle with embroidery floss and cut off a small length, enough that you can sew your button onto your cardboard. So tie off your end and figure out where you want your button to go, about there, and thread it onto the cardboard. Same way you would do a button on a shirt or a piece of fabric. It'll go through the cardboard, and then I'm going to go back through, and if that's tight in place, you can tie it off and cut off your embroidery thread. Then you want to take a piece of paper and cover the inside of your cardboard box so that it covers up most, if not all, of the inside of your box and just makes it a nice clean surface, but also covers the thread here so that it will hold it in place a little bit better. So take your glue and glue the piece of paper down to your cardboard, like so. You don't need to use this kind of glue. Glue stick will work just fine as well. And you'll probably need to cut your paper down if it hangs over the edge, like mine does. So we'll just trim that off. And then you've got a nice, clean inside of your notebook. And then you need to take your embroidery thread and tie a knot in it. And then you take your paper, like so, and put it in the middle, and you're going to sew down the spine. So the easiest way to do that is to poke holes first before you do any threading through the back, or if you have an awl, that is very good for making holes. So you just shove that through so that it goes through all the paper. And then you'll need at least, you can do holes all the way down the middle, or you can just do 3. So you do 1 in each end and 1 in the middle, and then sew them together. So you just keep shoving that through, and then you take your embroidery thread, you start from the back and work it through, and then what it'll look like is it'll look like this finished one here. I'll just show you. Look at this. Oh, it's all tangled. Great. So once you've sewn it, it'll look like this on the inside, and then there will also be thread on the outside. So we're going to cover that up and give it a nice clean look on the outside here with our scrapbook paper. So you take your scrapbook paper and figure out the right size, and it will cover, here's the front, it will cover approximately half, a quarter, whatever, however much you want the paper to be showing. It just really only needs to cover the spine, and that covers the thread that is on the outside edge here to make it nice and clean. And then once you've got that glued on, you can take a piece of embroidery thread or some ribbon and just wrap it around your button, and then long enough so it wraps around the outside of your notebook, and then you've got a nice notebook that you made from a cereal box like this one. And that's all there is to it. So you can, once you're finished, you can decorate the notebook however you like. The washi tape would be good, or stickers, however you want. You could have used line paper instead of blank paper. And there's just a nice little notebook that's just made from stuff you had lying around your house. Thanks. Bye.